Bad news. News so obvious I should have, you know, easily. I literally did easily identify at the time that I needed to stop and take a break for that last fight. Not that my line was necessarily bad. Um, for things to start going badly, I needed to get like high roll crit by psychic before it could start choosing Mach Punch, and then it was not even 1 in 3 to find a Mach Punch, and then it also needed to crit the Mach Punch, so it's just like incredibly unlikely for that line to go badly. So it was fine, that line. But I needed to take my encounter, and I only realized that after the fact. Like I had been planning with that encounter. I was like, if I don't end up needing the mons in that encounter for any of my fights, I might as well delay it for an extra roamer route. Which is maybe underselling Barrascuda a little bit, but I ended up in a situation where Dazzling Bruxish would have solved that fight literally every single time because it would have stopped Conkeldurr from flicking Block Punch. It would have always shown a kill to Thunderbolt, pretty much, especially since it would start under leveled. So Dazzling Bruxish was the mon to make that fight riskless. Um, and like I said, but my plan was to not take that encounter unless one of those encounters it proved useful for a fight that was in front of me. And I ended up in that situation. I failed to identify it because I was rushing, because I was tilted. So, um, if we end up in the same situation today, I'm going to stop. Um, and I'm also only going to play as far as the gym leader. I have nothing prepped after the gym leader. Um, though Huntail lives, right? As far as I can tell. So we will have early dive, and we will be on the dive sim rather than on the space tag, or rather than on the space center. So, um, but today we're just gonna beat the gym leader. We're just gonna beat the gym leader. That is the plan. But first, I think I'm just going to, having given it some consideration, I think I'm just going to take my 124. Um, because I think that like Barraskewda. I looked at Barrascuda's learn set. It has all of its best moves. So I think it's just not correct to not take that encounter. So we're gonna get the stuff we need. Thing is just like finding stuff that sits in front of Barrascuda is that stuff exist? Are those mons real? The mons that just sit in front of Barrascuda? I guess Gyarados is probably a pretty good choice. Um, Milotic. Probably even pre-burn Milotic. Milotic is probably the best one. Uh, does it have Ice Fang? Uh, Scuda. It has a laser focus. Or it was no, it'll have crunch. Close combat CC, so CC, liquidation, crunch, laser focus. Okay. So no Ice Fang, so we can bring Tort. Bring Prim. Resist all of those moves. Um, Arya has healing. I'm gonna put Milo in the lead, and I'm gonna pre-burn. Pre-burn. Milo's gonna be the guy. And the other thing is like watch this. This is like It's a potential sack. It's not that bad, right? Like Scuda, the reason we're taking this encounter is that Scuda just seems insane, right? Like Scuda seems really, really good. So we need to make sure we're actually on 124, yeah. Okay. Okay, Bruxish, that's fine. Like I said, I'm not too mad about that. Uh, if it's dazzling, I'm gonna look like a buffoon. Uh, stay in the ball, you fuck. Holy shit! It's definitely strong jaw. Oh, this is bad. This thing is Ice Fang. Oh, and this thing's gonna fucking freeze me. Okay. Fucking Jesus. This thing's strong jaw, because there's no way it fucking deals that much damage to my logic without strong jaw. Um, which I think strong jaw probably the better of the two, right? This thing could probably hold a choice scarf fine under certain circumstances. I need to pull up the FBref page. Why am I calling Bruxish? Who's the ugliest motherfucker to ever play for this team? Already named someone, Oliver Skip. And name it after Carlos Vinicius. I'm not sure. Thing is, I'm not sure that could be misinterpreted because that could people could see that as Vinicius Jr., in which case it could be interpreted as yeah. Let's change. I'm changing my mind. I also think I'm gonna rename. Probat has been too good to be named after Will Odebear. With all due respect to Will Odebear, I'm gonna be renaming it to Lamella, I believe. We're gonna name this after Kieran Trippier. I understand that's like not. No one wants to be Bruxish, bro, but someone has to be. And like I said, I think I'm gonna go rename Crobat to. I think Crobat's in my party. Oh no, it's not. That's right. Okay, well, let's see the Bruxish. There you are. Lax. Slow, that's unfortunate. But like I said, I think that mostly what this thing is going to do, if is attacking anything, it's probably going to be holding a choice scarf, right? Like, I don't think it will actually come to fights, but it does kind of does hit like a nuke, so there's that. It's unfortunate. I wanted Scuda there. That's the whole reason I took that fucking encounter was to maybe get Scuda. This thing Lax is plus defense, right? Okay, so it wouldn't have worked with Strongjaw and Lax. It would not have worked for fight, so we would have still done the Huntail line. The other reason I took it was to ease my concerns about, or not necessarily to ease my concerns, to see whether I was justified in self-flagellating over not taking that encounter. Anyways, let's change your Eric Lamella now. Um, all right, so fights now. um, where are we? Notes. Okay, so there's a sack in the next fight. I think stacking on Kathleen and Nicholas is pretty common. Unfortunately, we're going to be stacking Hitmonlee, which is like a pretty decent Pokemon, but I couldn't figure out a way to do this fight without a sack, and I couldn't figure out a way to sack something that didn't have the ability to like essentially I need to stop Excadrill because I'm using my own Excadrill as the sweeper in this fight. I need to stop Excadrill from acting on turn one, and we thus need Fake Out. And so Hitmonlee, unfortunately, needs to die. Um, mm, oops. Uh, Hitmonlee and Blaziken. Blaziken needs to come to level 84 for this fight. 84 specifically because at 85 it doesn't show a kill to, sorry, I'm blanking, Crobat with every single to non-flying gem acrobatics from Crobat. Beedrill needs to come to this fight. We actually need to also go and teach Togi. Where's Togi? We need to teach Togi Electro Web. So we need our own Excadrill. Let's go teach Togi Electro Web. We gotta go to Lily Cove. Take us there. Is Electroweb, which we're going to teach over Ironhead, because of course we can just reteach, or not reteach, but like Smart Strike is, like, yeah, you can just use Smart Strike over Ironhead, and it's like Nears makes no difference. Plus, Togi's not like clicked an attacking move, and Donkeys, this will be the first time it's done anything to that end in a while. Uh, and then lastly we need Armaldo. We don't need Crobat. Where are you, Maldino? Jesus, I can't see. I'm blind. Ah, there you are. Yep. So, um, slot 2, right? Because we want, yeah, we want the contemplate bait. So you go to slot 2. You're in slot 1. We'll level cap Hitmonlee on the way out. Of course, Hitmonlee is super frail on the physical side, so it makes no difference. We're going to 84 specifically for Blaziken, and that Armaldo is 81, I believe, is what it needs to be. Okay. So we need a Jesus, citrus for Togedemaru. We need the soft sand, Exca, and then no other items, right? Like Blaziken, just at 84, still under speeds Metacham, so yeah, that's completely fine. That -1, yeah, it's fine. Oh, and also it's like even at -2. Wait. Oh, Blaziken needs the Iron Ball. It does need the Iron Ball because of so we're gonna be that turn. Yeah, because that way. Oh wait, no, Tailwind is actually active on that turn, so it's fine. It doesn't need the Iron Ball. Um, I think this is all good. Um, this is the line I actually came up with first, funnily enough. Um, I literally worked. I assumed I maybe jumped to conclusions, but jumped to the conclusion that the last fight was going to be free because I know it's like if you have Tailwind and Encore, it's like meant to very consistently be free, and it is free. Um, and this fight seemed insane, and so I really wanted to make sure I had a way through here. So like this is one that I've worked on for a while, and I think it should be good. So it's not too surprising. This will take. Eh, right? Good. We got soft sand, and those are the items I need. I have electroweb. I taught electroweb, right? I did. I know I went and bought it. I think we're fine. Let's do it. Okay. So we are going to rapid spin the enemy Excadrill to boost my Excadrill speed. And we're going to say goodbye to Hitmonlee, who is going to fake out Excadrill. It's been good. Goodbye, Hitmonlee. We are getting Urshifu soon, so that does factor into our decision making a little. We're going to Blaziken. We're going to High Horse Yexka. we're going to detect. Yeah. Okay. So we are going to high horsepower the Metacham, and we are going to Armaldo. This is guaranteed Zen Headbutt and Acrobatics. Armaldo takes both. Can be a very close thing, but it always takes both. And then we're going to Rapid Spin the Metacham, which always kills. And we are going to switch in Togedemaru on what is guaranteed Acrobatics. Of course, we outspeed Metacham. So it will always die before it gets off its random move. And Crobat, of course, only has one move that can kill Armaldo. That's Acrobatics. Yep. Okay. This is the first turn Crobat sees no fast kills. Um, we are going to high horsepower and fake out as Crobat is guaranteed to try to set Tailwind or to set Tailwind because Excadrill now outspeeds Cinderace. Yep. And we are going to switch Excadrill into Blaziken because Crobat cannot acrobatics the Excadrill slot. It can only click Shriek, Screech, or Super Fang if it's attacking Excadrill. So we're going to Blaziken. And we are going to click Electroweb with Togedemaru, who can be targeted on this turn, but it's fine if it is. One second. Hello. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? You on your way home? Should I start making dinner? Okay. I I might end up getting takeout. I don't know how up to cooking I am. I'm sorry. Um, I'm not sure. I guess we had sushi already recently. You had pizza for breakfast. It's a difficult dilemma. Are you sure, honey? Okay. Yeah. Oh, I'd be down for that. No, no. Mhm. Yeah, we can see. We can see. Oh, I mean, I can. Which station should I meet you? Maybe at Dundas What station? In Paul? Oh, well, would you want to meet at Kiel Station then, and we can take the Indian Road route? Yeah, of course. By the way, I saw Boots today. She sat on her porch, and she didn't come over to see me, but she was in her seat. Yeah, exactly that house. Yes. Mhm. Maybe like an hour and a half ago. 4:35. Yeah, I hope so. Hope so for me. I'll be thankful. I'm glad to. I'll be thankful. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you. I'll be thankful. It's completely up to you. You can call me when you're at Kiel, or even like when you're on the bridge. Like you can text me, right, when you're out of the tunnel, and I can start heading over. It'll be forever. Okay, sounds good, Steve. It'll be forever. Bye, bye, bye. Yep. So I'm going out actually. So turns out we're gonna do maybe this fight and the next one, and that's it. We are on the turn where Blaziken is going to, because it's detected once already, so it's going to detect again. Useful thing, PP. And we're going to click Electroweb again. Okay. And we're going to double into in the Blaziken slot, which is the one that's getting attacked. We're going into Exca. In the Togi slot, which is never being targeted, we're going into Beedrill. And this is the turn that Tailwind ends. And after the two Electrowebs, we outspeed with both wands, and we can simply kill. Okay. Kill. And I think the play that I have in here is oh no, Rapid Spin doesn't matter anymore, actually. I just Iron Head and U-turn to Togi. And we kill with Fake Out. All right. Okay. And then just the one fight left until the gym leader. But like I said, I think as I'm going out, this is going to have to be a really short stream because I definitely don't have time to do a massive PP stall before I have to head out. In terms of the mons from this fight that I need Hoagie and Blaziken. Oh, well, first of all, goodbye, my friend Hitmonlee. I don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need you. I do need Talonflame and Robat. There's Prim. Marina. And there's Magnezone. Magnezone. Okay. So we need Talonflame in slot 2. And Prim in slot 1. Prim is our Encore user for this fight because it shows no kills to Passimian and no kills to anything on the Meryl's side. So that's why we're going with Prim as our Encore user. Everything in this fight needs to actually be level capped. And we need then it was the Sharpbeak on Talonflame and we need the magnet here. Because of that, I don't think we actually need any items. Like I said, this one's quite free, provided you have the tools, right? Which is uh, Tailwind and Encore. Get the right slots. Let's do it. Okay, so Pessimian is hard-coded to detect because it sees no fast kills, and Meryl is going to explode or try to. We're going to Boom Blast the Meryl, and we're going to set Tailwind with Talonflame. Nice one, Prim. Okay. We are going to Encore the Pessimian into Detect, and Tauros, who sees no kills, is hard-coded to go for roleplay on its partner Pessimian. And Pessimian sees kills of its own, so it can't detect again to dodge the Encore, which I think is how it works. So we're going to Encore, and we are going into Blaziken. Yep. Okay. And now we are going to switch Prim into Magnezone, and we are going to CC the Tauros, which always kills. And of course, under Tailwind, we outspeed the Tauros. Similarly, under Tailwind, Magnezone outspeeds Golduck and kills it with Thunderbolt. And we are going to switch back into Talonflame. This is the last turn, both Tailwind and Encore. Yeah, Aqua Jet is totally fine. So Pessimian sees a fast kill on Magnezone with close combat, and that's the only fast kill it sees. So it has to target Magnezone with CC. We are going into Crobat, and Talonflame, who will be untargeted this turn, is going to click Tailwind. It's going to set a second Tailwind as Pessimian CCs. Now, after the close combat drop, Bravebird will always kill Pessimian after we U-turn to chip it and break its focus sash. So we Bravebird and we U-turn. And Blaziken is coming in. Blaziken, who baits down the line on slot 1 because it shows 2 fast kills now. And so this will always be Gren. And we're going to CC Gren for the kill. We're going into Togedemaru. And we are going to CC the Lycan for the kill, and we're going to fake out to stop it from clicking Excel Rock. Okay. What? Okay. Yeah, let me out. Jesus. Um, yeah, short stream because I'm headed out actually, and I simply do not have time to do a enormous PP stall. Um, but yeah, next time I think literally probably all we'll do next time is fight Tate and Liza. So that'll be another short one. Ta for now.